Hello, welcome back to Funnelheads. Today we're going to be discussing 5 likes and 5 dislikes in regards to the Carnival Magic, which of course is a Dream Class ship for Carnival. This may be a 2 or 3 part series because we have a lot to discuss in regards to this beautiful ship, but we'll start off with 5 today. Now, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. We do regular cruise content here, so if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Alright, so starting off with our first dislike, and this may be a hot take, might get some heat over this, but it is going to unfortunately be the atrium. I still enjoy, of course, walking onto this beautiful ship. I love, the decorations, the interior design of the atrium. However, there's a couple things that we didn't like, specifically the way the stage is in the atrium. On a lot of other cruise ships, the performers are pretty much level with all the guests, but on the Carnival Magic, they are actually over the bar where you would sit typically for a drink. We love sitting at the bar, interacting with other guests, interacting with the crew members, and if you do that, you can of course hear the music. However, you cannot see the performers at all. Also, even if you are, away from the bar, either on the dance floor or, on one of the comfy sofas, you really have to kind of crank your neck in order to see the performer. So not really exactly sure what they were thinking there. It is kind of cool if you're up above the performers on the other decks, but as far as being in the atrium, it just doesn't work very well. On top of that, the atrium does feel kind of squished. It's hard to really describe, but I'll hopefully try to show you what I'm talking about in a clip behind this, but it just feels a little claustrophobic, which is really silly because it's in a huge ship. It's a very large atrium, but again, it just feels like everything is kind of smushed together real tight. So that is our first dislike. Now moving over to the like side, we have number 1, the waterworks area. So not only is the waterworks area really big here, you have 2 basically adult slides, several small kiddie slides, as well as the splash area. So it's a pretty large area for this class ship. But what we really love about this waterworks area is that it faces the Lido deck, that main pool area. And they have this on several other ships like the Vista class, the Horizon specifically that we were on, and I think I even said it in the Horizon video that as parents, you're at the waterworks area, typically for long periods of time, the kids having fun all day, and having the location there, you still are able to enjoy the activities that are going on near that, main pool. So if they have, ice carving, if the fun squad is doing activities, cruise director, you have the live music, whether it's steel drums or the DJ themselves. So you still have a feeling that you're involved in everything. You get to kind of watch. Of course, you're watching your kids in the water park for safety, of course, but you can glance back and forth and really be immersed into a lot more of what's going on. Moving on to our second dislike is going to be the Serenity area. Now, there are things that I do enjoy about the Serenity area. It is rather large for this ship class. Comfy chairs, of course, the bar is nice, the jacuzzis. However, there is no pool in this Serenity, which is definitely its downfall. We absolutely love to be in a pool when Rhett is not with us, in Serenity. We love, the Carnival Sunshine, for example, where they have the Serenity pool with that amazing waterfall. And we kind of got used to that because our home port is Charleston. That's where the Sunshine has been for the last couple of years at least. And we miss having that pool, having that relaxing time, even just putting your feet into the nice cool water while you're reading, a book or Kindle or whatnot, is everything to us. So that is definitely our second dislike. Now moving on to like number 2, that is going to be the main pool area. Now this area is absolutely massive, maybe not the pool itself, but what they do really well here is that they have these 2 tiki benches that are covered in the shade. You can put your feet in them. A lot of times they'll have, shallow water so you can cool off, and the shallow water goes around the entire pool. So even though the pool itself is not really any bigger than a lot of the other Carnival ships, it feels way bigger with all of that shallow water area. Also, the decking around the pool is absolutely massive, so a lot more lounge chairs will fit in that area. And not only that, but once those lounge chairs are removed and you have like the mega deck party or different activities on the Lido deck, there's so much more room, for dancing, for different line dancing and stuff like that. So we absolutely love this area, and they do it really well on the Carnival Magic. Now moving on to dislike number 3, and that's going to be your time dining. Now I'm not talking about the service or anything like that. We're actually talking about the location of the your time dining. It is basically midship on the Carnival Magic, but they have the hallways to get to the other parts of the ship, forward and aft, on the outside of the restaurant, so you're actually looking at just people walking by, especially if you're on the second floor of the Your Time Dining restaurant. So instead of seeing beautiful ocean views or anything like that, you're just seeing people walk by and kind of stare at you awkwardly while you're trying to eat. So it is definitely something different that we haven't really seen on any other Carnival ships recently, but that is definitely our 3rd dislike. Now, number 3 on the like side is going to be, again, near that Lido deck area, and this is going to be the amount of seating. Again, we touched on all the lounge chairs that the Lido deck can fit because it's absolutely massive, but on this ship, just like the Vista class, you have that kind of layered, that tiered decking, so that way you have shade not only on the Lido deck, where you can grab a bite to eat at like the Blue Iguana Cantina or Guy's Burger on the opposite side, but you also have the deck 11 seating, which is all comfy chairs. A lot of it is in the shade, and then moving up to number 12, which is going to be a lot more lounge chairs. So tons of seating, tons of options for seating, whether it's in a comfy chair in the shade or a nice lounge chair in the sun. You really can't go wrong, so love the different options here. Now our 4th dislike has to do with the main pool, and although we had a lot of positives to say about the main pool on the pro side, one of the negatives, one of our dislikes, is that there is no jacuzzis or hot tubs anywhere near that main pool. And although that may sound silly, we really enjoy getting into the jacuzzis with Little Man, and I know you're gonna say, there's jacuzzis on the aft pool, why don't you just go there? But, the main pool is where all the action happens, where you have the live music, whether it's the DJ or steel drums, you have the fun squad doing the games, the cruise director, doing different types of activities. So we like to be at the main pool. You also have, Red Frog Rum and Blue Iguana Tequila right there. You have the runners. So that's usually our spot, that we go. If we want to relax, we'll either go to the aft pool or go to Serenity. So not having those jacuzzis, we don't get to, kind of enjoy the jacuzzi with Little Man. He likes to go in from the pool to the jacuzzi a lot. He likes to talk to the adults in the jacuzzi, of course respectful, although he does get out of control sometimes, but we do correct him. But we do miss that. We wish they had the jacuzzis near that main pool, so that's going to be our 4th dislike. Now number 4 on the like side, and this is going to be my favorite thing on the entire ship, so I'm going to say love here, is going to be the Lanai area on the promenade deck. Now this area is fantastic. I hung out here a lot, did a lot of different videos, but they have, of course, a wraparound area, beautiful breeze that rolls in, while the ship is in motion. You have the jacuzzis or the hot tubs, whatever you want to call them, hanging off the sides of the ship, which is really neat. A great way to spend either the day or the evening. But not only that, it kind of intermingles with Ocean Plaza. I almost felt like Ocean Plaza on this ship replace the atrium because there's so much going on there. And the great part about that area specifically is if you get warm or hot or need a little bit of area, maybe it's a little bit loud with the music, you can just pop outside and enjoy that breeze from the Lanai. You'll also have the Red Frog Pub, which is one of our favorite areas on the ship as well. And there they have these swinging benches, which Little Man and us really enjoyed. There was a lot of nights where we spent hours just outside there talking, catching up on the day, likes, dislikes, just having fun and letting loose. A lot of people would come out of the pub there and just, kind of talk to us, especially Little Man, asked him a whole bunch of questions. So we really enjoyed our time on the Lanai. And if you're going on any of the Dream class ships, whether it's this one, the Magic, the Dream, or the Breeze, definitely do not miss the Lanai area. Now, number 5 on our dislike side is also going to be our 5th like, which is kind of ironic, but it is going to be regarding the casino. Now, there is a smoke-free casino on board, which is absolutely amazing. Me and Michelle do not smoke, so we love the idea of a smoke-free casino. However, and this is where the dislike comes in, it is very awkward. It doesn't really match the layout. You kind of just happen upon this area. It's a very small casino as far as the smoke-free casino goes. There's not a lot of people playing in this casino, and we found ourselves, even though we're not smokers, playing in the main casino. Actually, I don't think we played in the smoke-free casino at all. And again, I think it's because it feels like it's this underground casino, like it's illegal, or you shouldn't be there playing or gambling. It's just very awkward, and hopefully the video will do it justice, because again, it's just this strange location, and it just feels completely off. Love the idea that they were going for, but just doesn't fit the ship's layout at all. So that is our 5th like and dislike. Now that is our 5 likes and dislikes for the Carnival Magic. Like I said, we have a lot more, so if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below, if you agree, disagree, whatever you have to say. Any questions, definitely write them down below and I will answer them as soon as possible. Again, thank you so much for your continued support. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.